This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 11 o'clock. This is Tom Harrigan. 7 people are now known to have died in a huge explosion which destroyed a petrol station and a section of a block of flats in the Irish Republic. The blast happened in the village of Creesler in County Donegal. A number of people remain unaccounted for. Police have indicated they don't expect to find any more survivors in the rubble. Charlie McConalogue is the local MP.
People are shocked and numbed, and people have just been rallying together, and everyone's concern is with those who've lost their loved ones and with how they can support them over the next days ahead. And the work that went on overnight by the emergency service did a very challenging job, deserves our immense respect.
Only around 20% of the usual train services across England, Scotland and Wales are running today as members of the RMT union take part in their 8th strike day. The industrial action is part of a long-running dispute about pay, jobs and conditions. Russia says President Putin has ordered an investigation into an explosion which damaged a key rail and road bridge which connects the country with the Crimean Peninsula seized from Ukraine in 2014. Footage from the scene shows that some sections of the bridge have collapsed into the sea. Media in Moscow say a lorry exploded and nearby fuel tankers then caught fire. A Russian official in Crimea has accused Ukraine of causing the blast. Our correspondent in Kyiv, Hugo Bechega, says it's unlikely that officials there will either confirm or deny their involvement.
The Ukrainians have been very public that they see this Crimean bridge as a key military target because it has been used by the Russians to move military equipment, ammunition from Russia to areas in the south of Ukraine. Since the start of the counter-offensive, a number of explosions have happened in Crimea. The Ukrainians have never said that they had any kind of involvement in those explosions.
The National Crime Agency says an Albanian people smuggling gang that transported migrants to the UK via Spain has been dismantled after 7 arrests were made earlier this week. The network is accused of smuggling mainly Albanian migrants through northern Spanish ports, then using ferries to Portsmouth, Southampton and Liverpool. Rugby Union and England's women have thrashed Fiji in their opening match at the World Cup in New Zealand. The Red Roses, who were favourites to win the competition, scored a record 14 tries on their way to an 84 points to 19 victory. England's head coach Simon Middleton is delighted.
Really happy, particularly second half. We spoke at our time just about 1 or 2 changes we needed to make, and